With Divine's grace and Guru's grace, I'm continuing my journey with Mahans. This last 1 year of my life, when I started putting the recording of great Mahans, I have great pleasure in sharing some of my views. Every Mahan was unique, and one lifetime is not enough to know about them or to practice or to implement whatever they have preached and to understand the verses or the poems or the slokas what they have given to humanity. Each Mahan was unique in their own ways. And today's Mahan, about whom I am going to talk, is also very unique. He was not an Indian. He belonged to Sweden. He took birth in a Swedish royal family. His name was Westin. Later on, he became Swami Ramanagiri. How it all happened, we will look into his life. He took birth in a Swedish royal family, and when he was a child, one day he fell from his house and he was rescued by a huge bird. But he has never seen this bird in his country before. Everybody was surprised to see that bird. Later on, when he came to Ramanashram, he saw that bird and it was a peacock. He became a youth and he happened to know about Patanjali Yoga Sutras and Swami Vivekananda's Raja Yoga. This changed his life totally. He was not like the youth of that country in his food habits or in drinking habits. He never ate non-veg nor he drank. And he got interested in Indian philosophy and he wanted to know more. So he took admission in Banaras Hindu University. He enrolled himself in the college and he started his course. During the time when he was doing the course, his seeking became intense. He wanted to know more about yoga and he started traveling towards Himalayas. And he met many people and he got initiation into various aspects by giants in the spiritual field, I should say. Mahavatar Babaji himself had initiated him through Naina Diksha and he got initiated to Raja Yoga, Sannyasi. He became a sannyasi after he took initiation. He was initiated into sannyasa. Then he also learnt methods of puja, then tapas, etc. And he was also following, and his guru who gave him sannyas diksha gave him very important rule to be followed. He told Ramanagiri Swamigal that as a sannyasi, whatever was offered to him only he should take. He should never ask. That he followed till he was alive. He travelled to quite a few places in north and he wanted to come down to south. He had in his mind a wish to meet Aurobindo, who was living in Pondicherry at that time. There were two giants living in the south who were spiritually great people. One was Bhagavan Ramana and another was Aurobindo. So he was bound in that direction. He was going through the journey, and casually he met a person who talked about Bhagavan Ramana, and his direction changed. He went to Tiruvannamalai and he had darshan of Lord Shiva there. Then he left for the Ramanashram. Since he was initiated to various disciplines of spirituality, he had some doubts in a particular area, and he was so lucky to get the explanation through Bhagavan Ramana himself, that also in Swedish language itself. And Ramanagiri Swamigal was an important disciple of Bhagavan Ramana also, and he did self-enquiry for 40 days. On the day of Shivaratri, he had self-realization, and the first sentence after that he spoke was that he was a fool. From then on, he started calling himself as a fool only. He will say, this fool, whenever he wanted to talk about himself. That was really very strange, and everybody will be surprised to hear this from a person of that caliber. After attaining self-realization, he started moving about for continuing his spiritual journey, and he landed up in a place near Madurai. This place is called Sirumalai, and his austerities were continuing. And he did severe penance, and his body was attacked by tuberculosis. Though he had treatment, he could not be treated. And whatever information, whatever research I have done, maybe there are a few small errors here and there. But the main point what we have to absorb from these life stories is to find out how their lives can help us in our spiritual growth. A person who has come from Sweden, who was not exposed to any of the Indian tradition or culture, came all the way, and his samadhi was made near Madurai, and he left the body with the words, "Let us go." What we saw was an impressive life journey of a mahan from Sweden, and I'll continue my journey of once again bringing to our group one more life history of a mahan. Thank you.